Hey guys, it's Ian from Batman Batgirl back at you with another video review, and today I will be doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder. So here we have the Shredder 2.0 figure. This is the second Shredder that's come out, the more show-accurate one than the first one, which came out before the details are finalized. And I will not be comparing him to that Shredder because I do not have that Shredder, and I do not plan to get that Shredder. That Shredder does have its merits, but it does not as good, in my personal opinion, as this one. Although there are some things about this Shredder that I'm not a huge fan of which I will complain about later on in the review. As of right now, however, let's just look at the card. Shredder, deadly leader of the evil Foot Clan. Shredder is determined to get his revenge. As the infamous leader of the Foot Clan, Shredder removes his mask, revealing deep scars that cover his face from being trapped in a burning building after a brutal fight with the Turtle Sensei, Splinter. Weapons, removable helmet, forbidden ninja techniques, and razor-sharp armor. Team Foot Clan. Got a nice cartoon image of his, really messed up face there. Got somebody texting me. Trying to contact me, or email, my bad. So, yeah, let's go on to the figure, shall we? Shredder's a cool character. He's one of the head villains, and he's the Turtles' worst enemy. You have to get him. He's a very important character, and I do like him. Looking into his head sculpt, pull his helmet off here because it does detach. And looking at the helmet, he's got a nice little gray, dark gray helmet here. And then you've got his head, and his head is very nicely detailed, if I may say so. He's got his eye with the pupil here, and then his white eye here, and then his burnt mask, and, you know, the charred face, and the eye. And you can, if you're careful, you can get his helmet on. I mean, you know, it may want to do that, but you can definitely get his helmet on so that it's going through his eyes. But because his head is kind of angled down a little, but the way it's angled, you kind of end up making him look like he's looking down. And of course, you know, his cape can peg on just right back here, so you can take his nice plastic rubbery purple cape. I like. He's got a hole in the back. And then you just kind of peg that back on. It's a bit of a pain though, because you've got to wedge the parts that come up under his shoulder pads to make it work. So, of course, his head does rotate 360 degrees. Just going to go ahead and get that part of articulation out of the way. He's got some nice chest detailing on his chest plate. He's got these nice shoulders. I do like that, you know. He's got his arms, which are nicely detailed. Got some muscles. Got his big gauntlets of doom. Got nice detailing on his hips and on his lower leg. So getting into articulation, his head can rotate side to side, although that can mess up with the shield. His things go up. Now this is one of my problems with the figure. Is his arms and his legs, their articulation is far from acceptable in my mind. He's got decent articulation, but because of the way he's molded, he's kind of stuck in an action pose. Like these arms, you know, they can rotate around, although the shoulder pad gets in the way, which is acceptable. His arm can lift up, but it lifts up right here because of the way his arm's molded, and he can rotate at the wrist too. But the way he's molded, you kind of are stuck with basically this, and this is really the best position I've found in it. Something along that line, which is, you know, kind of lame. Not that this arm is not as big of a problem. You can kind of, you know, get some nicer poses, but I'd really prefer an elbow joint in there, and maybe a rotation at that elbow joint. He's got a waist swivel. His legs can rotate forward and back. They go out. He does bend at the knee, So, you can get some articulation in this foot leg, although the way the foot's angled, it's kind of angled out, so you have to have him like that. But you can, you can definitely get a variety of poses with this leg. Now, this leg can't go farther than that. That's as straight as it'll go. And that is a bit of a shame. I wish his legs could straighten out. I wish you could have him stand up straight, like that, but have his, feet not all weird looking. And I wish his arms could go by, and I wish this arm could basically even out like that one. But nonetheless, whether you think it looks cool or not, you do definitely have, he is basically stuck in this action stance, which is, not a bad action stance. I mean, it could be worse. He could be stuck in a bad action pose. So let's go ahead and get a look at him with his arch nemesis Splinter, leader of the Turtles. I mean, the Turtles trainer, and they do scale. They don't scale too bad. I mean, Splinter should definitely be bigger because he's roughly the size of Shredder, and here he's far smaller. Now, they're both squatting, but still, he should be a bigger figure, but that's a problem with Splinter, not with Shredder. And then here Shredder is compared to Dog Pound and Fish Face. Now, Dog Pound and Fish Face both have, it seems a lot of these turtles have this a lot of the turtle figures have this problem, and that's size, but that's something to complain about in their review. They do look pretty nicely with their boss, though, as you can see. Here, Dog Pound and Fish Face ready to serve Master Shredder any way they can. So here's how they look together, and I honestly, he does have some problems, as I've stated. His articulation is not the best. He could have better, but he's still a good, fun toy, and you have to. I highly recommend you pick him up, because you do need a Shredder. He does look really cool. I do all this bashing. He does look really cool just standing on your shelf like this. I highly recommend you get him because he looks cool. You need a Shredder, and he's definitely the better of the two Shredders out there. So he's roughly $8.89 at your nearby stores. Until next time, this is Ian from Batman Batgirl. Have a great day.